Good afternoon, beautiful people. This is your man, Cousin Wee, president of the ASKiDS Foundation. At ASKiDS, our mission is simple. We believe every child deserves to be seen, every dream deserves to be nurtured, and every success deserves to be celebrated. Too often, we only hear about the struggles our young people face. Today, we want to shine a light on something different. We want to celebrate perseverance, growth, determination, and achievement. This is why we do what we do. This is why the ASKiDS Foundation exists. Because every child has a story, and every child deserves to know that somebody sees them. Today, we're honored to sit down with an incredible mother and talk about an incredible young man. Joining us today is Devan, a devoted mother whose son graduated from high school and this year is enrolling in college for fall classes. Like many parents, her journey was come with challenges, victories, lessons, and moments of uncertainty. But through it all, she never stopped believing in her son. Today, we're going to talk about that journey, what it has been like raising a son with autism, and what this graduation moment means to her family. Devan, thank you for coming today. I really appreciate your presence, and we would like to hear your story.
Cool. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me to come. I'm so excited. This is wonderful.
You already know. And by the way, this is my cousin. Love her to death. Okay, for my first question, I would like you to introduce yourself. And my other question is, what was it like as a child raising a child with autism?
Cool. Well, okay. Well, good afternoon or greetings, whatever time of day it is wherever you are. My name is Devan Southerland. I am a mother. I'm a Baltimorean. I'm an East Sider, born and raised. I would say the brass tacks of it all. I'm the founder of an organization that's over 10 years old. It's called Brown on the Spectrum. Brown on the Spectrum provides information and resources to families of individuals with autism. My son is the inspiration for that, but primarily before my son's diagnosis, I've been an older sibling of a person with autism as well, my younger sister. So I have two experiences, an experience of growing up and helping my mother navigate services for my sister. So from that, it helped me with figuring out what I needed to do for my son, Leon, who was diagnosed with autism at the age of 4.
Okay. Well, when did you? You say he was diagnosed at 4. So, what was the moment like when you, as a mother, when you first realized that you had a child with autism and that's what you was going to have to deal with?
So, because Liam is my first and my only child, I thought about how we were growing up. I was a child that asked questions and could carry conversation with adults. Right. Something I noticed with Liam is he didn't ask questions. Okay. And he only said things to you in short phrases for the things that he needed. Like if he needed juice, he would say like more juice, or cereal please, and things like that. But not long sentences and things like we may have back when we were coming up.
Right.
So I kind of had a suspicion there. So I sought I guess I'm trying to think of the best phrase to describe it, but really just getting like early intervention services. So I talked with my mom about it.
So is early intervention important?
Early intervention is key because at the end of it all, you want to make sure that you are raising your child to be the best that they could be. Something that I think about was my mom telling me that it would be important not to label Liam. Because, from her perspective, she said, you don't want to have it where your child is labeled with something and people want to count him out or discount him because of a label.
Absolutely.
And I thought about that, but I also thought about, too, letting make sure I can get him everything that he needs to be the best person that he could be in the capacity that he has and with the capacity that he can grow to have.
Okay. So you definitely had some experience, shout out to Aunt Debbie for giving you that knowledge early on. So what was some of the biggest challenges early on, with going through it, in his earlier years?
I think some of the biggest challenges for me really is just letting go of the fear. But when you think about it, or when I say fear, I say fear from the space of being a parent.
Okay.
Because the more we have conversations about autism or any diagnosis or any sort of label that you might put on a child, it's always a label in addition to them being a child.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of my fears were just basically what they have as a parent. Where are they going to go to school? Are they going to make friends? Are you listening to what I told you? Are you able to, put on your clothes and your dress? Are you able to tell time? All these things. So it was just those fears as a parent.
Okay.
And not really thinking about, oh no, there's autism. So, because it really just goes back to whatever you're instilling in your child and teaching them, whatever, the diagnosis is or whatever the condition is, if you're giving them the pieces that they need to do the thing, then whatever the thing is, it doesn't really matter the way that they do it, as long as they know how to do it.
Absolutely. Okay. Was there times when you felt overwhelmed or unsupported?
Yes, I felt overwhelmed and unsupported around the time of founding Brown on the Spectrum, because for me, I always tell you all, I'm the carless wonder. I don't have a car. I know how to drive, but I don't drive out there. So I thought about it from the space of there are support groups here in the city for parents that are like me, like just a regular, everyday mom here in Baltimore City. Your child is receiving like IEP or 504 instruction at school. There's like formal groups with Baltimore City schools, but no support groups that I know of specifically for us. So I said, well, if I create something online, and I feel like everybody's on their phone all the time anyway, if I make a community of just a community online to share our experiences, it will attract other families that might be navigating that experience line or whatever it looks like.
Okay. So what systems kind of helped you get through certain moments, that you when you was dealing with that might have been a little bit difficult?
I think some of those systems, first and foremost, is family.
Okay.
I think it's important, very much.
Absolutely.
Your support network means a lot.
Okay. Absolutely.
And always. Everybody is not going to be there for every piece and every part, but it's so important to create that space that you need for your family to help and support you.
Right.
And it can be your bio family, it can be like your chosen family, whatever that works.
Right.
When you have that community around your child, that's something that I feel like it's important to really just look at. So you're not by yourself.
I got you. Well, what were some of the milestones that you really celebrated and made you proud throughout this journey?
One of the biggest that I can think of is when Liam got his first job with YouthWorks.
Okay.
Shout out to YouthWorks.
Shout out to YouthWorks.
Yes. So he got his very first job with YouthWorks.
And where was that at?
So he was working at the St. Francis Neighborhood Center.
Okay.
It's in the Reservoir Hill neighborhood, close to Torino Park.
Okay.
He'd gone through programs at St. Francis in middle school for their after-school program.
Okay.
And it was a natural transition for us when the opportunity, came up for him to apply.
Right.
So, he turned 14. He was ready to work.
Right.
He already learned early on that if you want something, you need to work some kind of way.
He was on top of that
already. To get the money for the man.
So did he want to work?
Yes.
In the beginning?
He's been wanting to work from the way back.
Okay.
Because it's like, if there's something that you want, if you work,
right,
you can get it.
So
he counted down so when he turned 14 to be able to go to work.
Okay, and he's pretty much like a typical kid. He likes to play games.
Oh, he likes things. So it's like, let me get, this game, this, console, these shoes, this shirt, this hat, going to the movies, ordering out on Grubhub.
Okay. Oh, so he a Grubhub orderer.
I just add them to my family plan on Instacart. It's like, I can just order these groceries then. Please relax.
you gotta put a pause on it. Okay. So let me ask you, what makes Liam unique?
I think what makes Liam unique is he is a guy that can, for the most part, focus on the thing that he's supposed to do at that time.
Okay.
So during his last job during the fall, he worked at CVS for 2 months during the school year. And one of the compliments that one of the employees at CVS gave was the fact that in that kind of work, it's easy to get frazzled by the public because you never know who's coming to the door all time, the whole time.
Okay.
But he said Liam was a person that could just be like, "Oh, that happened. That's crazy." Locked in. So whatever his task is, because it's like, "Oh, that's wild." Back on
I got you. Right.
So I'm just like, great.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay, all right then. Well, so what has your son taught you as a parent?
My son has taught me patience. And I tell everybody all the time, all my patience is from Liam.
Okay.
Everybody else can get it.
Okay.
So it's just like I say,
you're the only one that get the patience.
Yes, I save my patience for Liam.
I got you.
So everybody else, you just gonna get wigs back. It don't matter.
Right.
Everybody else is gonna get it because I have the patience for him.
I got you.
So he's taught me a lot of patience.
Okay. What does this graduation mean to you?
This graduation means transition because, like I said, Leah's my only child. So I only have my own experience with, transition from high school to adulthood. Only from myself and other people. So this is just interesting because I'm like, all right, let's figure out what things we have to do to just have things squared away for you as a person. Because there's extra steps. For us, it might have been, okay, you turn 18, I can go out here and go work and go build your life. But there's an extra added layer on for me as far as, well, I'm not going to say for me, because, I have Liam's dad. Right. So we both are right there instrumental with helping with figuring out, okay, what do we need to document and what do we have to do to make sure that Liam has everything that he needs and all the supports that he needs outside of us to still navigate through as a functioning, independent adult with whatever supports that he needs.
Okay, so is he excited with going to college? Well, first of all, congratulations. He's going to college. That's a good thing. And he's going on.
He decided to do DCC through the Mayor's Scholars Program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was like, no, with the Mayor's Scholars Program, if you go through there, then you don't have to pay. If you have great, fantastic grades, you don't got to do
like that. Okay.
So I'm like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so is he excited with going to college? How excited is he with going to college? That's a whole new experience.
It is. He is very excited to go to college. And I'm really excited for him. And with navigating that. So I'm excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited?
I'm excited. Oh, there he is. Come on in.
Can I go to the bathroom first?
Oh, sure. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like I'm at an 8.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's more to do. And as much as I feel like, oh, we got everything. Right. No, we don't have everything together yet.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I am.
Well, what would you say to other parents who are raising kids as well with autism? What kind of advice would you give to other parents?
I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I would have for a family raising a young person with autism, specifically in the city, but it can be anywhere. I think it's important to make sure that you and your child or your loved one are involved within your community. And that looks like making sure that your loved one knows how to navigate their surroundings and where they are. In our experiences with my younger sister, she was an eloper with regard to autism.
You said an eloper? So explain that.
Yeah, eloping is when your loved one or your child will either run away or walk away without letting anybody know that it's happening. And it happened a number of times when she was very young. Thankfully, she didn't get far from home, but still it happened a couple of times when she was very young. So, that's something that's very much still a fear for families, and we have that happening still with, older adults on the spectrum. So that's something that I feel like if you start early or start with introducing your loved one to the areas around where you live, like, just routes, areas, ways to walk around and always know how to get home, that navigation is important.
That helps out.
And that helps too, but it also helps for other community members to know your loved one too.
Exactly.
Because if for any reason your loved one experiences challenges or is in distress within the neighborhood, somebody has seen them and they know who the people are.
Old school anyway. That's how I used to.
That's how it should be.
Exactly.
Versus, shrinking away and not coming out so people don't know who you are.
it takes a village.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Well, tell us a little bit about your program, Brown on the Spectrum.
Mhm.
Tell us, I mean, you gave us a little bit,
Mhm.
but give us more about Brown on the Spectrum.
The big thing with Brown on the Spectrum is I'm a person that naturally likes to give information to people, and it doesn't have to be anything that I necessarily need right now.
Okay.
It's just something that I feel like no matter what I saw it, let me make sure it's out there for people.
I got
That's primarily what I do. With Brown on the Spectrum, we have our online community with Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. But we also host resource fairs within the community.
Okay.
We had our third resource fair earlier in the year in partnership with the Julie Community Center.
Okay.
So it's a school supply giveaway and a resource fair.
Okay.
So we just have different organizations from within the city coming in to just share different supports and services that might be helpful to families, not just families of individuals with autism, but anybody.
Period.
Yeah, families.
Okay.
Period. So I'm looking to.
So really, community support.
Oh yeah.
Everything is kind of okay.
There's so much out there and available for people, but it's like life is life.
Absolutely.
So you don't have all the time to just sit through everything that's going on.
Hey, come on, Sam. Liam. Yeah, our graduate joining us today. Slide on over.
No, so the camera can see you.
Yeah, slide on over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So good. Congratulations on your graduation.
Yes, sir.
So you excited about going to college?
Yeah.
We really proud of you. Cousin Pee Wee is just so elated. That you can grow up on me so fast.
You just hold it though too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You excited?
Yeah.
How was the prom?
Prom was great.
They had really good food.
Okay.
It's real good.
Okay.
And then I got a
Uber Black ride.
which was great.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
What about the music? Was the music good? Did you
Oh
play
yes.
Oh, the music was top notch.
Definitely, yeah. Top
Okay.
notch, straight top.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I know this is a real important question. Did they play any Michael Jackson?
No.
Oh man, how disappointed was you in that? Because Liam is a definite Mike fan.
Yeah.
Was you disappointed that they ain't playing?
I was a little disappointed. Yeah.
But overall, the music was still top notch.
Yeah.
Did you dance?
Yes.
Can you dance? Well, look, we gonna roll with We gonna roll with for the day. We gonna roll with today. Well, at the end of the day, we are so proud of you. We give you all the accolades. Cousin Pee Wee just looking at you with a beard.
Trying to get this money.
What you trying to do, Leo?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you trying to get this money like all of us, and we appreciate it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because why? Because you got to get things. You got things. I see you got nice rings on.
Trying to apply for a job, just trying to get minimum wages.
Okay.
Stuff like that, and earn more credit.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
With college and working,
Sound like you ready?
it's just a it's just a big year.
Yeah, it's a big year. It's a big year of growth.
For everybody,
Right.
including me.
Okay.
So,
But I think you up for it. I
Yes.
think you're ready.
I am ready.
Well, thanks for coming this evening. Thanks for talking to me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Love you.
Yes, sir.
And that's all we got for today.
Cool.
Devan, Liam, Brown on the Spectrum. Tell everybody where they can find you at on Brown on the Spectrum too.
We are Brown on the Spectrum on all social media platforms. And if you have any questions or would like to reach out to us, our email is devon@brownonthespectrum.com. Lies. Devon@brownonthespectrum.org.
Okay.
And we are Brown on the Spectrum. We're
An organization that provides information and resources to families of individuals with autism as well.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Well,
Thank you.
your man Cousin Wee with the ASKiDS Foundation. This is what we all about. I want to do more. I want to use my platform to show more things like this. Real people, real stories, and what's better place can you find them within your own community, within your own family. Love you.
Love
Peace
you.
out.